Good evening. We are back at the Eureka Walmart in Missouri, and this is recorded April 25th, 2022 in the morning. Here are bananas, 50 cents a pound. So that price has been staying pretty consistent. The organic looks pretty ripe, and the others must have just come in because they've got a little green on them. I like it when it has a little green. It just means the bananas will last all week. And then this is just like a little bakery. I just glanced at it. I never buy anything at the Walmart bakery. These are the fruits. These are the foreign fruits. So they're empty, but that's not anything not normal, because since they are shipped overseas, they're never full. Here are the bagged lettuce. There's actually a bunch of empty spots there. The organic vegetables is like, wow, this is the emptiest I've seen it in a long time. Mushrooms are picked over. This is the cheaper bagged lettuce, and there definitely wasn't that much at all. Couple empty spots here. This is the non-organic lettuce and carrots, celery. It's all looking pretty low. They did have a couple heads of cauliflower. That price is staying $2.74. I think it was $2.64. So it looks like cabbage went up a little. I'm sorry, cauliflower went up a little bit. Jalapenos are the same, $1.38. So I did get 3 more pounds. I do love jalapenos. This week I'm going to dehydrate them. Last week I pickled them. So these are the meats. The price has went up. Like that big roll went up like $3 in the last month. And here is the middle freezer. It's just, looking half full like it normally does, with odds and ends that don't ever make sense anymore. Now we're here at the Johnsonville brats. It is full, but they're half frozen, and I just don't like that, because, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe it's just like an old wives' tale, but so these are slowly defrosting, and the sticker says use or freeze by May 4th. But aren't you not supposed to freeze something that has already been frozen and then defrosted, like freezing, defrosting, and freezing again? I thought that was a bad thing to do. So tell me if I'm wrong. Is it safe to freeze something that's been defrosted? And then let's see, these are the steaks. They're looking pretty good. Turkey is looking low. Chicken is looking low. It's not the emptiest I've seen it, but it is getting pretty low. And I was just looking over here. Again, this is another odds and ends. They just throw stuff in there. And let's see, that's my husband. We had got some onions, jalapenos so far. Oh, this is like frozen chickens and chicken legs and all that stuff, and lots of empty spots there. Robert is looking at the chicken prices. And now bacon. There's a lot of bacon, but the sausage is looking low. It's looking really low. Hot dogs is pretty full. Ham, I didn't pay attention to the ham price because we didn't get our ham here. I don't think it's been marked down. Like, if it was marked down, wouldn't they have a sticker? So I guess they're in no hurry to get rid of the Easter hams. And this is like the sandwich meat, a couple empty spots, but overall it's looking good. And there was a lady there stocking the Lunchables. Here is the freezer that just drives me crazy on the right. They fill it with butter and stuff that makes no sense. Cheddar cheese that's actually looking really low. I've seen it like looking fully stocked, so it's the first time in a while that it looks picked over like that. In this Walmart, the deli is hit or miss. Here is some leftover bakery items. Now that I know about this, I'm on the lookout for it. I was tempted to buy that cherry pie for $3, but I did not. I did not buy. You know what? I ended up buying a thing of French bread, which I realize, like, Walmart's French bread is only $1 anyway, so they mark it down a quarter. So I only saved a quarter, but I don't know. I felt good saving that quarter. So yes, we do grab one of those long French breads. And anyway, I was saying the deli is hit and miss. Sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. It's not consistent. This is the eggs. Like, wow, this is definitely the worst I've seen the eggs. Not even after Easter. When you expect it after Easter, but this is a week after Easter, and it's just extremely low. The cost of eggs did go up. An 18 count of the great value eggs. Last year was $1.72, and now here they are $2.71. And again, this is prices in my area. Definitely, it's prices is a regional thing because I watch other food hall videos and they buy the same stuff and their prices are different. Actually, usually a little more. So pretty sure the St. Louis area has some good prices. So butter's looking a little low. Cream cheese was really low. Tea. I guess they just haven't stocked this week yet. I don't know why there would be a run on tea, but the tea was extremely low. Orange juice, milk had a whole bunch of empty spots. It is a Monday, so I would have thought they would have been stocked by now, but yeah, they're not. It's looking a little scary for a Monday morning. Water is looking okay. The soda is not. This is definitely the emptiest I've seen it in a while. And the Dr. Pepper, I got my cube. I get one like every 2 weeks. And it is the same price that they put the sticker back. I mentioned a couple weeks ago the sticker was gone, so I was worried they raised the price. No, it's still $8.98, which of course is still more expensive than it was last year. Last year I was only like paying $7.18 or something like that. So it's definitely went up a lot. And I'm going to the paper. Wait, this is the juice, the Gatorade. That's looking picked over. Capri Sun is always looking picked over. I'm getting some cranberry juice for me, and then my husband grabbed some more hot and spicy V8 juice for him. And I like to mix a little bit of cranberry juice with a whole bunch of soda water that has 0 calories. The cranberry juice has calories, but the soda water does not. And it's just an alternative trying to get me to drink less Dr. Pepper. All right, so there are a couple pallets here that they haven't stocked yet. Paper plates is extremely picked over, and I'm here for a couple minutes just like I'm just amazed by the paper plate prices. It's been a while since I've bought paper plates. I'm out. I don't use them all the time, but I do use them to feed the cats and stuff. And I just was amazed by these prices. So like the extremely cheap paper thin Walmart version was $5.82, and the that one was $5.82, and that's what I call like the cheap that I swear used to be like $1.99. So I'm just like don't understand it. So this is another great value, and it is actually 25 cents cheaper, or it was like 32 cents cheaper to get that nicer. So I'm like, they're just pricing doesn't make sense. And I debated for a while, but I did end up getting paper plates because I like feeding my cats on the paper plates. And Robert decided he needed a treat, so we got him some donuts. And I'm just looking at the cookies. I don't know why I swung back around. He wanted to know the price. It was like $2.24. We don't get them that much, but I personally don't like powdered donuts like that, but Robert does, so he deserved a treat. And this is what the bagels, fruits, the canned fruit is definitely looking picked over. The crackers is not looking good. I don't think I focused on wheat thins, but another price increase is last year a box of wheat thins was like $2.18, and now they're $2.98. I was showing that they actually had saltines in. It's been a while since they had saltines in. Another end cap of just a bunch of random stuff, and that end cap doesn't have really anything. Peanut butter, oh my goodness, lots of empty spots under the peanut butter. And jams and jellies, bunch of empty spots. It looks like the squeezable bottles. That's what everybody wants. The bread is not looking good. Again, I thought they restock everything, so I don't know why Monday the bread looks this bad. Coffee, I don't buy coffee, but that bottom row does look very empty. So usually the bread looks really full, so I don't know what's going on. And then there's another random shirt. I think I mentioned last week how it drives me crazy how people just put random stuff everywhere. Like customers, not the employees. Like they change their mind about buying something and just throw it on a food shelf. And now that I noticed that last week, that's all I noticed this trip was all the random food stuff that doesn't belong in food. And it's just like, oh my God, people, I've never like shopped and bought and put something in my cart and then changed my mind. But if I did, I would put it back where it goes. So it drives me crazy that people don't. Because you're just creating more work for the employees. And here's a great example. And then here, someone opened a pack to, so there's a nice little retail theft going on right there. And the cereal definitely looked picked over. Lots of empty spots in the cereal, lots of empty spots in their granola bars. So anyway, yeah, it's just rude. You expect the employees to pick up after you. And then spices looked fine. Baking stuff is looking good. I mean, that bottom row, salt. There's not that much salt. Sugar is looking really good. Jello is looking a little picked over. Syrup looking a little picked over. But overall, it's pretty good. And baking stuff. So, yeah, lots of cake mixes. Not really an issue there. Oil. This is cooking oil. Lots of empty spots on the cooking oil. And as you can see, there's no margarine sticks, shortening sticks, and the vinegar is looking low. Remember last week I bought shortening sticks for buttercream, and so there's none. That's been like two weeks that I didn't see any. I did get me some apple cider vinegar, and minute rice is looking extremely low. The Mexican section looks picked over. That definitely needs to be restocked. Yeah, the cooking oil is definitely the lowest I've seen it in a while. So last week was a pretty good week. There really wasn't that many shortages, but this week I can definitely see this week. Here we go. Here's another example. Let's just put my lotion right here. Why not? Here, I guess I really didn't want this $8 bottle, so let me just stick it with here. So, people, come on, put your stuff away. And I'm sure someone's going to be like, well, why didn't I put it away? Well, I'm not the one who put it there in the first place, and I don't got time for that. I don't pick up after other people. I just complain when they don't pick up after themselves. Pork and beans. That's looking pretty good. Baked beans, all that. A couple empty spots, but looking pretty good. It's just, everything looks picked over. They just don't have enough stock to make their shelves look good. Broth is looking extremely low. Campbell's soup, lots of empty spots. I think I breezed by. Okay, yeah, I didn't really focus on this aisle that much because there's empty spots because that woman was talking on her cell phone really loud and pacing back and forth. I just didn't want to, stick around her. I don't know what her deal was. Candy looks a little low. Now this is tomato section, a couple empties, but overall it looks fine. Parmesan cheese, again, what is going on with Parmesan cheese? It's just always looking bare. Velveeta cheese, the price has not gone up. It's the same, which I just double checked because we actually buy Velveeta cheese a lot. So it's good to know that's one thing that the price has stayed consistent. The pasta sauce is looking pretty low. This is like suddenly salads and potatoes and instant, side dishes like that. It's looking very low. Stinty Moore brand is looking extremely low. And here we go. Back to the pasta. Oh my goodness. It is extremely, extremely low. And there's another random item. Why not? Here, this is my personal favorite. I'm shopping. I'm looking at pasta. And you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want this bra. So let me just throw it right here next to the pasta. I'm sorry. I'm sounding very complainy in this video, but it's frustrating. I'm just trying to shop and then I get distracted by this. Maybe it's my OCD, but when I'm trying to shop, I get distracted by items that shouldn't be there. So instead of thinking about pasta, now I'm thinking about, why is there a bra right here? Why are people rude like that? Why can't people put their crap back they don't want? And then let's see. Canned That's the applesauce and pears and stuff. That's looking pretty good. Canned fruits, that's looking, oh, here we go. Retail theft. Some kid stole a Hot Wheel. Let's just leave that wrapper right there. So, you know how like a whole bunch of Walmarts are closing? I don't think this one is, but if it did, I wouldn't be surprised because I'm pretty sure the theft ratio at this Walmart is high. And here's the canned meats. I'm looking to see if they have any red salmon. It's just pink salmon. It's definitely the lowest I've seen it in a while. There is definitely a bunch of empty spots. The canned chicken's looking low. No more canned beef. Tons of empty spots. Spam is looking low. So yeah, people are definitely stocking up on their canned meats. Salad dressings is looking picked over. And then I just walked back. That guy was, unpacking. I didn't want to get in his way. So now I think we're on to the frozen section. So our frozen food section is pretty good. I've seen videos of other areas where they don't have much frozen food at all. Ours has always been pretty good. These are the frozen fruits, vegetables. They're looking pretty good. Pizzas are looking fine. There is a couple empty spots, but overall, and these are like the breakfast foods. That's looking fine. What is this? I don't know. TV dinners. Remember when TV dinners was a really big thing? Are they still a big thing? I know when I was a kid, TV dinners was like the best thing ever. I don't think I've had a TV dinner in like 10 years. But I did become addicted to hash browns a couple weeks ago. So now I'm looking for hash browns. They did have hash browns. So I grabbed a big bag of hash browns. It was like $2.70. Let's see, what's the cost? Like $3.28. So this bag, I think it's like 3 pounds of hash browns, $3.28 for a pound of hash browns at my normal grocery store is like the same price. So I'm like, oh my goodness, we have to get this. And that's definitely too big. And so when I get home, I will just break it into like 4 different bags for 4 different dinners. And then there is, yes, absolutely, where are all the frozen potatoes? So definitely a frozen potato issue. So yeah, no steak fries. If you like steak fries, no steak fries. Mother's Day is coming up, and so they put out this nice display of fresh flowers. The prices vary. A couple boat that one was $4.97, but then one was like $13, and then most of them are $9.98. So pretty good deal on fresh flowers. And then I want to double check the canning supplies before we leave. I stopped by. This is the old Easter aisle. This is where the seasonal stuff usually goes. So right now they fill it full of coolers. They fill it full of like graduation, high school graduation or college graduation, which is in the month of May. That was a cute cooler. So that's grave marker flowers. Just some I don't know, spring stuff. They got the pools out, and then this aisle makes no sense whatsoever. That's the Easter they're trying to get rid of. And then to the left right here is just random food items. They don't have other stuff to fill it, so they're just filling it full of excess stock. The problem is that's like clear across from the grocery section. So does anyone at that point, are you looking for ranch dressing right there? I don't think so. It's just a filler. And now the canning supplies is looking really good. They've got 2 canning pots. All the flats are completely wrapped in plastic. A couple weeks ago, whoever the employee that was stocking didn't realize you're supposed to leave the plastic on the flats, and he was unwrapping it. Looks like they pulled all those and told the person to make sure you leave the plastic on. But that made me feel good. There's plenty of canning supplies. And now I'm off to find my husband in the fishing section. He's trying to look for some bait to go fishing, and it's spring. We're going to start fishing next month. And there he is looking at the fishing lures and fresh bait for trout and crappie. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we will see you next week.